I'm Dirtbag Private, and I'm going to teach you how to shame today. Now, there is an ongoing stigmatism of young privates go ahead and marrying their high school sweethearts right after basic training. Sometimes at the end of the gosh dang ceremony, or basically the first woman that gives them the slightest amount of attention. A stripper, or a dancing gal, or a dancer, or a midnight lady, as some might say. We're just going to go ahead and say stripper today because that's just going to make it that much easier. After scouring the internet for what feels like eons, I have found the perfect, horrible stereotype of a military member's first marriage. And yes, I said first because some of y'all are going to get married 2, 3, and 4 fucking times while you're in. Now, you might be asking me, Dirtbag Private, how would you find such a perfect example of the worst stereotypical marriage in the United States military? And I tell you, daytime television, the place where white trash dreams grow at the Price is Right. Oh boy, I think I just won me a new washer and dryer. And are shattered on Jerry Springer or Maury. I can't marry you, Clem, because I've been sleeping with your daddy. Now, this piece of cinematic perfection is brought to you by Paternity Court, which I had no idea had existed, nor did I know it was a legitimate court.
You may be seated.
I didn't think we needed to get the judicial system involved. I thought it was as simple as putting the hard thing in the hole.
You state that while you were out of the country serving in the military, your wife paraded around town with other men. And she has admitted to cheating multiple times.
Well, goddamn. Seems as though our buddy over here on his deployment over to Afghanistan was jodied.
You claim you are not sure if you are the father of her third child, 18-month-old Liliana.
Go on a 12-month tour and come back to a 1-month-old baby. You do the math.
Paraded around town with other men. And she has...
That girl ain't got no shame. She can't even hide her satisfaction knowing that she's got that good purring down below.
Mrs. Threlkeld, you say you began exotic dancing to make extra money.
Well, that's a bombshell. While you're getting shot at and having to duck your head down behind some cover, Mama Bird is out there shaking her tail feather for a little extra cash. Now, I did a little bit of my own investigative journalism here and discovered that young man's patch is from the 926th Engineer Brigade. And based on the time that he was deployed, I can narrow it down to 3 states. Guess which one he's from? Florida, Tennessee, or Alabama.
And then another 2 weeks after those 3 weeks went by, I got transferred to Bagram. And while I was at Bagram, I finally was able to get back online. And I get on Facebook, and there's some clown on there saying, liking all her skimpy photos.
Skimpy photos.
Was following her. He liked that she was started working at the club.
Now, I am not going to body shame any pretty young thing that is going to start winding and grinding all up on that pole. But your boy here likes a lady with a little bit more substance. And I'm not talking about methamphetamine, Florida, a different kind of substance. Talking about some thing you can grab on to. Not so much the bean pole looking like I could throw you like a javelin type. Can someone off stage get her a gosh dang sandwich?
Mm-hmm. So I went to the phones and I called her and I said, hey, I know you're stripping, I could somewhat deal with.
Well, now, something tells me that you have been dealing with this before she was a mother. It is not as though most women, after popping out 2 children, decide they're going to jump up on a pole and shake their yams and gams for the fellas.
And she says, oh, it's nothing, it's just a friend, etc., the same BS that every girl says.
First of all, we were done. He hacked my Facebook. He invaded my privacy, and he looked into my stuff, into my messages.
So
that's how we found out.
Aha! Shame number 1, and a fantastic learning point. If you are ever trapped in a relationship where you have done the wrong thing, and you're trying to find your way out of it, all you need to do is turn it on the other person and suggest that they have violated your personal space or privacy. And that violation is 10 times worse than the thing that you did. Your tiny little sin does not compare to their lack of trust. Bravo.
What? Your husband's overseas, serving his country, serving our country, keeping us all safe. What in the world led you to enter in the world?
Well, yeah, man, no. You see, that boy was definitely overseas, and you were definitely strutting around doing your thing, and he might feel as though he can use that as a hell of a chess piece in order to maneuver his way around doing or not doing whatever he wants to do as a daddy or a father to your children. Hell, we've all seen mamas in family court saying, I held that baby for 9 months and she gets full custody of the baby without anybody even looking at dad and seeing if he is capable. So, don't hate the player, hun. Hate the game.
We got in a phone argument, like she said, on Skype, and I told her, look, if you're gonna strip after me and you, I've already gone through the discussion that you're not to do it until I get back. And
Don't do it till I get home. Well, there you have it. The proof is in the pudding. My fella's lady ain't been doing no selling of Mary Kay or multi-level marketing like everybody else's wife on Facebook with time to kill. You knew she was a danger. And this wasn't no surprise to you, bud. Makes me ponder whether or not she's always been using one pole or another for a source of income. Hold up. Ever since the last picture, I've been taking a good look at OnlyFans and Patreon for sexy ladies, and this lady right here looks like a cokehead evil stepsister version of one of the sexy ladies that I follow, that I used for research for the previous OnlyFans girl video. It's like seeing before and after meth use. I'm really starting to think that she's looking more and more like Florida.
She says,
there was reasons why I needed to.
Reasons? I think your reasons started with a D and ends with ick, young lady.
Yeah, see, she says she needed the funds to support her family. Overseas, I was making $4,000 to $5,000 tax-free a month, living in a $400
it wasn't even that much
room.
Where the hell are you paying $400 a month for rent? How much money are you spending on blow? Now I'm starting to think that these people are from Alabama because I have never heard of such low rent prices. But then again, I am looking at the clientele. Now, you would think that after spending $400 on rent, you might have $20 saved over for a gosh dang one Subway sandwich a month to put some meat on them gosh dang bones, Leitcha.
Because I wanted to do what I want to do.
Ma'am.
Let me explain.
Okay, now we're getting to the truth.
Okay.
You wanted to do what you wanted to do.
Exactly.
And why is it that you wanted to strip?
Because we got married too young.
Well, shit. As if you needed to hear it from me, straight from the horse's mouth. If the horse came from the Memphis methamphetamine Bory collection.
Well, I needed to
She
because
wanted to be a hooker in training,
will
so
you
she'd
just
start
let
stripping.
me talk?
Well,
No. Always calling me.
Well,
Why
I
you
mean,
chose-
hooking or stripping.
It's not hooking.
You're selling your body for money, hooker.
No, it's not.
Anyways.
Excuse me.
wow.
Anyways.
Oh, would you look at this? Listen here, brother. You married a woman who's been dragging her cooter against denim boners ever since she had 4 kids, and well before then, if I could estimate. So you ain't some untouchable, innocent E2 MP of the quarter here. Hell, I bet you didn't mind it so much when you were pulling singles out of her ass crack with your teeth after a night of heavy tipping, and you know how she got them tips. I ain't rolling dice, son. For him being so upset about a hooker in training, he's yet to say what she used to do. And by the way, there ain't nothing wrong with being a dancing gal. I just don't suggest dating one.
You're selling your body for money, hooker.
No, it's not.
Anyways.
Excuse me.
Wow.
Anyways.
Oh, God, would you look at that? She loves it when her man talks, don't you? Wait a second. This is intentional. This is chaos. These two don't hate each other. They love the drama. They have to be the couple that creates drama where there is none, and in the lives of people that surround them in order to get off. And if that means sleeping with another person, so be it. Listen here, young military members. This relationship is what you must avoid at all costs. It will bring a sergeant major down to an E2 private. It will take a major and make him a lieutenant. Do not live this life. May this relationship stand before you as a vision of what not to do.
Actually, you know, when she picked me up,
I did.
she came dressed in her clear hooker shoes and this.
Hooker shoes?
That's one whole outfit?
I think that's a dress is what they call it. I don't know.
Yes.
She's in clear shoes with money still in them. And
okay, that was for decoration.
Time out. So you're telling me your wife went to your pickup day after you got off the plane from Afghanistan in that little number right there and some stripper boots, and you are upset, sir? This is a load of shit. This is definitely a load of shit. I, sir, know when I'm being fed a pile of horse shit because normally I'm the one trying to shovel it in my superior's mouths. But I will not eat this pile of shit that you are trying to serve me because I see through your pile of shit and the corn on top of it.
Paper or no paper?
We weren't. We were done.
You had papers?
Well, why do we have to have papers to be done? You said it was over.
Because in a marriage...
It's called a divorce.
Yeah,
Oh my God. Did this young man just hooah in court at the judge like she was some fucking first sergeant?
It's called a divorce.
Yeah,
This has got to be the most boot shit I have ever seen in my entire life of shimming. And it has been a lifetime of shimming.
You end up being husband and wife again, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. We actually had like makeup sex like within minutes of being home.
All right. We keep skipping.
Makeup sex? After all that? I hope you got tested because it would not be the first nor the last time a soldier, marine, airman, etc., has come home to his lovely lady and or fella and boned for the first time in a long time only to receive the clap. However, I will give props to this young man for understanding that there are priorities when you get home, and the number one priority when you get home is clapping your old lady's cheeks that night.
We had sex like 4 or 5 times a day, and I purposely was trying to get
So you had it in your mind that if I get my wife pregnant, she'll stop stripping.
Roger.
Because that's going to definitely
what she
be
tells me, kind of like she just said, kind of like how she just said, I'm going to strip and I'm going to do whatever I want because that's what I'm going to do. I said, oh, really? Okay, I'll give you a 9-month break on me. I mean, so.
Listen here, you poor bastards. If you take anything out of what I am talking to you about today, back home and put it in your little brain. Take this. If your relationship sucks, don't try to up the ante by going all in with something that is going to put more stress on your relationship. For example, if your relationship sucks with a woman you are dating, do not buy an engagement ring thinking that that will make it better. If your engagement sucks and you think that you should probably get the hell out of there, do not then continue with the wedding, because the wedding will not make your engagement any better. In fact, it makes it more permanent and miserable, because now you've got more paperwork to do if you want to quit it. And finally, if your marriage ain't fucking working, a baby will not it fix.
Yeah, but apparently people still want me, regardless.
The people want a pregnant dancer. Well, hell yeah we do, but not for the same reason that you think that we want one. It ain't the sexiest thing in the world. We just kind of want to go up there for the freak show and see a pregnant lady with her belly button poking way the fuck out, trying to do some weird stunts on the pole, ready to pop at any minute. I would pay $20 just to enter the doors to see that.
Right after our first daughter, she cheated on me with a guy when she was going to cosmetology school.
So you slept with the photographer.
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
What else did you find out?
There was a friend of mine that we've been friends with for a couple years, and when I went to AT, I think it was either annual training or drill, she was watching TV next to this one guy, and she started falling asleep, and next thing you know, he rolled over on her, and she thought it was
Your
me.
Honor, when he... No.
And had sex with him.
Mistaken identity.
Good God, woman. You couldn't wait 2 days for him to finish up drill? Or a week and a half if it was AT? You had to just roll over on some dude in the couch, which I'm assuming is his best bud? Oh my God, I bet you he came home and nearly wet himself. He was so turned on about how mad he could get and the makeup sex he might have afterwards. This whole thing is a sham and is a cancer.
Do you think, honestly, that he is the father of Liliana?
It could be 50-50 chance, honestly, Your Honor.
Anybody got a quarter?
Oh, shut up. You knew what you were getting into when you were boner 4 times a fucking day. Shit. Insatiable. You must have the tiniest pecker in the world, because if I was doing that with Alexa, she would be able to walk for a fucking day and a half. You're hooking up with a fucking field rabbit that's going at 37 fucking humps a day. Shit ain't natural. How pathetic are your pumps that you can be boning 4 times a day and she's still walking around wanting more? Jesus Christ. If I did that, the poor woman would be in traction. That dang halo around her head trying to keep her fucking neck from breaking from all the headboard banging that I'd be doing.
Are you two interested and trying to see if you could save this marriage?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you interested?
Yes. I would say yes.
This is just a trailer trash soap opera that I can't stand to be a part of anymore. But nonetheless, the lessons that we have learned today, my sweet, sweet shammers. If you are going to get married to a stripper, you had better move out of that town, because if it is just a drive away, then so is the pole. There goes that relationship. Kids ain't gonna fix a relationship. Stop upping the ante. If it sucks, it's gonna suck what it is at later, and then she's just gonna take you for more of your goddamn money. If you are getting into a fight with your significant other every couple months and then getting back together again, you are this couple, and everybody around you hates you. Fix your life.
It's time for the results.
Here you go, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In the case of Threlkeld versus Threlkeld, pertaining to 1-year-old Liliana, Mr. Threlkeld, you are Liliana's father.
Looks like we're stuck with each other.
Yeah, and now I just feel like I need to watch some trailer trash porn. Or a cam girl that's from Florida. Why I keep falling out of my mouth cigarette? I don't know, DBP. Sometimes I wish you would just like me and smoke me instead of just let me dangle from your mouth all the time. Hello, doggy. This is my dog. He's the one who ate a peach pit. And he was too stupid to poop it out, so he had to get surgery. So he's got one eye and had to get cut open so that we could take a peach pit out of his asshole because it wouldn't come out the normal way. And because of that, OurAngryCops.com is having 15% off all merchandise with the simple code of Knife Hand. So, yeah, buy for the dog. Don't forget to shame on, privates. Shame on. I don't think y'all understand how long it took me to fucking watch this thing and then write down all these fucking jokes. Watch the video. Record the video. Edit the video. Fucking forever. Why do you think I smoke? Oh, damn it. Cigarette down. Don't hate the player, hun. Hate the game. Catch number 2. Ah, fella. Don't. 3rd time. Keep catching them. To be the couple 7. And if that means 8. I need to get me a new cigarette that ain't so goddamn wet from my lips. 9. Oh, I don't buy it. 10. I have severely soaked 2 different cigarettes with my saliva because this bitch is taking so long to record. I'm gonna go through half a pack just so I can talk with the secret in my mouth. Keep your calm, DPP. Keep your calm. Only to receive the clap. Goddamn cigarette. Oh, don't. But, and I don't want him picking up no dog hairs on my cigarette. Well, my fellow shamers, we have made it past 800,000 followers, which means we are just 200,000 short of Angry Drill Sergeant breaking down his basic training video. We're almost there, baby. We're almost there.